Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Peasant Class Gamercast. My name is Matt Miller, and with me I have...
Dylan Nobles,
Ryan Farley,
Eddie Cower,
Sean Jewell.
And we have a special guest with us in the rotating chair.
Sal Giampino here.
Yep,
Thanks for the invite, guys.
Pokemon expert.
How special is he?
Oh, yeah.
How special is he really?
if you could only see the amazing rig he's using, you would know how special he is.
I mean, it's a pretty ghetto rig, but
Nothing like using a camera tripod and a, what is it, the freaking clips for hardware to hold the mic on.
We could have avoided all this and kept a level of professionalism.
That's not a problem. At least my microphone's sitting on top of a pot.
Yeah, Matt.
All right, guys. So we're peasant class gamers. In case this is your first time tuning in, we're going to bring some of the hottest, freshest video game tech news to you. Maybe even a little bit of entertainment. We're not sure.
Some hardware too, right?
That's part of the tech.
That's part of tech, Eddie.
I don't know
Pay attention,
tech.
Eddie.
I don't know tech.
Well, yes, we're also going to bring you some hardware.
All right, we'll see you guys
Not a
later.
problem.
Oh my God.
I'm leaving.
But we're going to go ahead and bring that up to you guys, and we're going to go ahead and get started with what we've been playing. So, Dylan, I know you play games.
That is affirmative. Correct. Lately, I've been playing Paragon, which is great. The beta opens up pretty soon. But I did try out Tricky Towers. I did a little Twitch stream of that.
I saw that.
What is
I
that?
saw that.
It's basically like Tetris and Magic combined.
Okay.
Not the actual like card game that's good.
Okay.
Imagine if you just like hated Magic and they attached it to Tetris, which most people hate.
Okay, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, it was just me
The
basically
Magic-
being tired
So-
and yelling.
The magic of the game is watching you stream, and your stream cuts out every 10 seconds.
Well, that's
That's
because
the
your
power of the
internet's-
PlayStation, baby.
So I was
PlayStation.
watching it, and I was like, Dylan, how do you not understand Tetris? You're basically playing Tetris.
I will say, Dylan was horrible at Tetris.
He
Yeah.
was.
if you watch it, there's a bit where I'm just like I literally am like I don't care anymore. And I'm just like speed stacking blocks
Dylan-
until I end the game.
Dylan, I was watching him. He was trying to stack them, and he just does not understand that these parts go together. Because you were just like, whatever. What? That's not the same thing.
And
Whatever.
Dylan's the one person that should understand how things go together.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
He's a
true.
math whiz.
Eh. But basically, the game it's very similar to Tetris. You have modifiers. You can steal. You can cast spells and other ones. It's mostly like an online kind of battle arena
Yeah.
with like puzzle or like build to a certain level.
Yeah.
It's called Tricky Towers because you're trying to build a tower out of like
I
looks
failed
like
geometry 3 out of 10.
Is there any levels with Tricky Dick?
I'd imagine so, but I got too frustrated to get the dick surprise.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, you know what? That happens to all the best of us.
So, and that was on PlayStation. And that was free for
Yeah.
PlayStation Plus for the month of August.
I say that in the video. I'm very glad I didn't pay for it because
All right.
I hated it.
Well, there you go.
And the only other thing I played was recently is I tried out Kill Strain, which is a
Now that one sounds badass. I'm
Another
interested.
free to play on PlayStation.
yeah. I mean, so you can't
Oh,
have
now
the
I'm
greatest
uninterested.
expectations for a free to play.
Okay, so what is it? Tell me about this game, Dylan.
It's a MOBA
Okay.
basis.
Mobily.
You got some free realm. It's a little limited. There's no real like building or anything.
Okay, so you're also playing Paragon, right?
Yeah.
Paragon or this kill shit or kill streaks? What
I
is
think
it?
you got it right
Same
the first
thing.
conversation.
Same thing.
Same game? Is
Yeah.
that the sequel?
No, Kill Shit's more apt to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So which one you like Paragon better?
I would agree with that
well,
assumption.
if it means anything, on PlayStation, you have to pay $5 for Killstream to not show up on your PlayStation.
Okay.
So-
That makes sense.
Well, that's why I got there then I think because I don't pay for shit.
Okay, very cool. Sal Giampino, what you been playing?
I'm sad to say it, but I'm still contributing to that $1.6 million that U.S. users are spending on Pokemon Go.
Ooh, go Magic.
yeah.
Whoa, wait. What team
Real
are you?
stats.
Team Mystic, man, all the way.
Is that the blue or the
Boom.
red?
blue, bro?
I love
Don't
how
you know?
that's a
Blue.
question that Eddie
Perfect.
has. Is that blue or red?
What color
Because
is
I
the
don't
color?
see the yellow. I don't see
What
yellow.
is yellow?
Oh, that's
Valor?
What's a color?
No, red is Valor, Sean.
Red's King Dingling, right?
So
No, blue, definitely.
So I played it for a little bit, and then like everyone else, I uninstalled it. So what is?
mine's still installed.
Yeah, mine's still installed.
That's
but I only
'cause you're
played
lazy.
it 1 or 2
That's
times.
true.
Yeah, it's installed, but
I mean,
there's
I will say I
there's nothing
haven't
around the
I
catch.
haven't been playing as much as I'd I have been, or I was when it first released, but ever since this new update and all this shit with the trackers going down, and
Oh, right.
they're actually just came up. They're gonna be permanently banning users for using like GPS spoofs, any kind of third-party apps, which they already kind of took down anyways.
Dropping the ban hammer.
Yeah, they're gonna start
Nice.
permanently banning.
Well, you know what? Screw those guys. Those little bastards should be out there walking, earning them Pokemon.
Yeah,
It shouldn't
that's the
be
whole
just
point of the
cheating.
game.
Hey, I will say we did walk.
That's
we did
true.
walk.
I lost 74 pounds playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah, once
No,
I
I
stopped,
actually
I
gained
gained
weight.
pounds.
Yeah, and then I started playing other games that require me to sit down. I started playing Kill Shits with Dylan, and I gained 87 pounds.
I definitely. I'm probably pretty sure I'm gaining weight. I'm just in my car the whole time. Driving
Hey,
around.
I was gonna say,
That's the way to play Pokemon
just
Go.
keeping it an idle under 15. And
Got
you're
my
good,
snacks
man.
in my.
Just hatching those
Just
eggs.
a disclaimer: Sal drives a Tesla with the auto, the auto steering.
Sal,
Oh my
Sal has
god,
not
those
paid for
guys
gas
must
in 30
be Pokemon
years.
masters.
He is.
What was that, Eddie?
He hasn't paid for gas in 30 years.
No, it's an exceptional
That's-
Pokemon Go vehicle.
It is exceptional since he's under 30
When
years
he's
old.
not
That is
using
exceptional.
Uber to grab Pokemon, he's using his Tesla on autopilot through busy city streets.
Well,
Wow.
I mean, you have to get your charger. All right,
Which
you
is
get
your car,
That's great.
You
Yeah,
get your,
it's a
you
big
get
ass
your-
battery.
You get your battery pack.
which is your
Everyone
car.
bought one of
And you
those.
have
Once
to-
again,
If you're playing Pokemon Go, you have to pick up your Tesla.
you know, why don't you just tell me? Why is Elon Musk not signed with Pokemon Go and had the Tesla become the official vehicle of Pokemon Go?
It is.
Yeah,
because
it runs
if you
on
look,
electricity like
if
Pikachu.
you look at his
Like
release,
Pikachu.
he has 3 cars released. And how many Pokemon Go teams are there?
There's three.
There's three.
There's three.
There's three.
Illuminati
God.
confirmed.
All right,
Illuminati
so
confirmed.
no longer is this
Triangle.
Peasant Cost Gamers. This is definitely conspiracy theories. So let's start up
We
another.
just stepped into the realm. All right, cool. So you just been playing some Pokemon?
Yeah, some Pokemon. Getting into fantasy football, but I know you guys don't want to hear much of that.
What
right?
is
not a
that?
game.
Is
I don't
that
know
with
if that
What
Wizards?
kind
qualifies as a
of what
video
system
game.
is that on, Sal?
It's a game. It's on PC,
Well,
bro.
hold on. You
Oh,
bring
it's on
up
PC?
football,
Oh,
right?
perfect.
And I haven't tried it, but I was dicking around on the Xbox last night when someone abandoned me when I was trying to play Overwatch with them.
Ooh.
I'm
I was
looking at
sleeping.
Ryan.
I was sleeping.
That's not an excuse.
Well, anyway, so I was trying to find another game that I could play, and I was looking through the store. And did any of you guys know that Warhammer made a football game?
Whoa, what?
What?
Yeah,
What
they
is
made
it called?
They made a football Blood Blitz, I believe, is what it was.
Blood Blitz.
Blood Blitz.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
I
Sounds
think
familiar.
that's what it's called. I'm gonna have to double check.
Is
I'll
this
I know
put it-
there's
like-
one called
I'll put it-
Blood
Send me a
Bowl,
correction if you figured out what it is. It might be Blood Bowl.
but I didn't realize it was made from them.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
this-
no, it's literally like if you took turn-based like Warhammer type stuff and you
Oh.
put American football in it, and that is
Huh.
the game.
That sounds pretty cool.
I was watching the guy stream a little bit of it, and I was like, this shit looks way too confusing.
I would think so.
It's like Madden, but on a whole other level. Yeah,
Wow.
thought it was interesting talking about football.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know you guys are excited for Madden releasing, right?
Yeah, so- well, Madden
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
out in a couple weeks.
Well, no.
I'm about as excited
What
as
year
death.
is it this year? Is it
It's
94 or 98?
It's 17, Eddie.
It's the
God.
same thing.
Ryan, what,
What
you
year
playing?
it is, Eddie?
What you playing? Ryan?
NHL 17 beta came out.
Wait a second, that's not out yet.
No, the beta came
Oh,
out.
okay.
So I was,
Now you
I got my
clarify.
code. I put it in.
The beta.
He's hacking
Exclusive.
people.
Watch out, everyone. We got the 1%er over here.
This man is determining the
That's why you
final
brought me in,
product.
right?
That's right. He
Just
pays for the podcast.
they updated a lot because I think NHL 16 came out for the Xbox One right when they weren't ready for it. So
oh yeah, was that the
this-
one that had no features whatsoever?
yeah, it had
Well,
absolutely.
it had
it's-
features. They
they
just
took it all out.
released.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
this time they upgraded a lot. I mean, literally everything in the arena you can mess with. The colors, the banners, everything can be change colors. Everything can. Be,
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that a
manipulated.
little bit. Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty fun. They added a couple more forwards, so you have like a hitting sniper instead of just
Okay.
a sniper. You have a jumbo playmaker. I find that it didn't really change that much when it comes to the defense, the goalies, that type of thing.
Right.
But it's a much better. You can change your logos on your jerseys to any color you want, so it's kind of cool to be able to change your
It's like a
team to
creation.
what you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your hands
And they
are
did-
everything.
They did that, like, I think it was
I-
NHL 15 or 14, which
will
was
say-
awesome.
when it comes to like football games, any kind of sports games, the more creation maker that you have, I feel like the better the game.
Yeah, because you make it your own.
You make it your
basically.
own, exactly.
So when you actually play other teams,
Especially-
they get to go in your arena
Exactly.
and see how everything is.
Especially when you have people that you're sitting there and you play one game online and you get destroyed, and you just don't want to play online anymore. You want to try and make your own, even when it has like stadium upgrades, stuff like that. You
Yeah.
make your own prices. I think the game I'm thinking about is NFL ESPN 06, which was an awesome game. So it's just a lot better when it gets to that.
and
Alright.
Overwatch, of course.
Overwatch.
You gotta- you
Oh,
when I
always gotta
wasn't
get a little
sleeping.
bit of it.
Overwatch.
When I wasn't
always.
sleeping, yeah,
He was
because
dreaming
Overwatch,
about
yeah.
Overwatch. Okay, Eddie, what you been pressing buttons on?
I've been trying to get through We Happy Few.
Oh, you know what?
Ooh, yeah.
I got that game. I haven't tried it yet.
It's
Don't even
just
bother
don't.
with it.
I was excited about it because the atmosphere of the game, it's like a dystopian 1950s future, if you can think about that, but
So like
Mhm.
BioShock?
it's almost like BioShock. Yeah, I would say BioShock, British 1950s.
Oi!
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Or like
And
Down Under, but
you're
okay.
this guy who
Yeah,
stops taking
baby.
you stop taking your happy pills, and then everyone that's on their happy pills tries to kill you because you're not one of them.
You're out of place.
Exactly. So the thing about that is, it's an open world, and it should not be an open world. It
Okay.
should be linear. It should tell you what to do, and it could still be a great game.
Well, it's a
But-
survival game, right?
Yes, and
Which
I don't
doesn't
know
make any
why they
sense to
did
me
that.
at
They
all.
should have just made it a story mode game.
Yeah, that's pretty much the
So
trailers.
my
all
experience
showed
with
a
this game,
story.
is pressing the select button to find out what quest I'm on. I press the quest to activate it on the waypoint. I go back to the map. There's no waypoint. The map is huge, and I have no idea where to go. So at
Sounds
this
like fun.
point, oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, I've had a blast trying to uninstall it.
It sounds really accurate to being like terrified in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Again, I love the whole setting and the atmosphere. I just can't get into the game, and I'm trying. I just can't get into it.
Maybe they'll switch it up. I mean, is
Yeah,
it
we'll
a full
see.
release?
It's the full release.
Yeah. Well, never.
Oh no,
No, it's
sorry,
in
it's
the
the
preview.
alpha. It's the preview.
yeah. It's in
Yeah,
it's in
yeah.
that preview program they've been doing with a lot of games
Yeah.
where they kind of are like, hey, why don't you give us money and we'll keep working on it.
Yeah.
Like
We'll
what
write
is
them
it?
a
Ark
comment.
Survival. I
Well,
got
no,
that.
I mean what
Right.
they say is,
Yeah.
I really want to buy a Ferrari, but I'm not done with my game, so we'll just put it in alpha.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I kind of like some of the preview games are really good, and
Yeah.
it's nice that you can get to play it. It's kind of like it's almost like you're kickstarting the game, but
It's
you
exa-
get
yeah,
an
that's
immediate
exactly what it
copy
is.
of the game
Which is awesome,
where they're at.
but
if you've ever been in something like the preview program on the Xbox, or
Yeah.
if you've been in beta
Early
versions
access.
of Windows, early access stuff, it can be kind of rough. You get a lot of updates
Yeah,
all the
exactly.
time,
Yep.
and you're going to be, new stuff's going to be popping in and out.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. All right, Sean, what you been playing?
All right, so I played through that Batman Telltale game.
Okay, what are they up to now? They've got 2 chapters, right?
So
2 or
I've
1?
I thought it
so
was
the
one.
episode 1, yeah, it's episode 1.
Okay, so it
Yeah.
goes by episode. I haven't played a lot of the Telltale games, so
If you have played 1, you kind of played them all.
yeah.
But I like the Batman a lot. They did a couple different things in there. In chapter 3 or 4, where you go around and you're in a crime scene
Okay.
and you study the crime scene and you link different things in the crime scene to basically figure out what the hell happened.
Hey, Dylan, we were playing that on the Alexa, the Echo.
Oh
They
yeah,
had
yeah,
the
yeah.
Wayne-
So
if-
is it structured the same way? Like, is it
On
the
the-
same way
the
that like
Amazon
you have to
Echo?
like
Yeah.
this, then this, or does like stuff actually happen while you're like playing the game?
So when you're like
Is it an active environment, or is it
And
like
what,
is it
what
like
game
you're
were you
reading a
talking
about
comment?
again?
in the Batman Telltale game,
Okay.
in the crime scene or overall in the game.
Say you're looking at the crime scene. Is that different from the overall game?
Yeah. Do you get to like free roam around the crime scene and pick up stuff?
So
and look
yeah,
at it,
I mean,
or-
just like any other Telltale game, you'll usually end up in an area and you
Okay.
could go around and pick things
where it
out.
becomes an actual game.
Yeah, pretty much.
That makes sense.
And and later in the game, there was actually a great part where you have to infiltrate this building, and you can decide how to infiltrate it, how you're going to take out the enemies. So that was a lot of fun. But overall, it's any other Telltale game. But it's Batman, so it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. No, I saw a little bit of your stream on Twitch, and it did look pretty good.
Yeah, you can check that Twitch out at Sean 4 Peasant Class Gamers.
That's the number 4,
And
right?
that actually, those
That's
videos
numerical.
those videos actually should be on the YouTube
It's
channel.
in Roman numerals.
Yeah, they're,
Shut
they're
up,
on
Eddie.
there if you want to check it out. If you're interested in the game, I mean, with a Telltale game, it's kind of a story-driven game, so I would recommend checking out some of that and seeing if it's a story that you want to get into. But it, like I said, it looked good. It looked like a graphical update to the Telltale games. a
It's
little
not
bit.
as laggy.
It did play a
Yeah,
lot
say.
better
It
than the
looks
other
good,
games.
plays
and
well.
it actually plays faster. The command it's not the command buttons, but the
The time.
the quick time
Yeah.
actions are a lot faster just because it is Batman and,
Yeah.
and the action on that.
Mhm.
No, I mean, it looked cool. It looked like they were putting like the quick time events. They were putting like the little buttons and little hidden locations. Like
Yeah.
when he was using his grapple gun, they had the X button right on his grapple gun, which kind of like went right into it, and it looked like it belonged there.
Yeah.
It didn't look like it was just an X button plopped on the screen.
They're learning.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
learning.
Okay, cool. Anything else you've been playing?
No Man's Sky.
Oh, okay.
So-
we'll talk about
We're
that.
gonna get into some
no,
No
we'll
Man's
get into
Sky
that
stuff.
later.
So if you're interested in that at all, Sean has a little bit of a review. He's been playing. How long have you been playing it?
Probably about 2 days now.
So about 48 hours worth of review
Yeah, he
content.
has
It's a
there.
good
a little bit of a
solid
rant
lifetime.
going
He
on.
hasn't slept. He hasn't eaten anything. He hasn't
Sean
left
just
for
lost
work.
70
That's actually
pounds.
kind of true though.
Hey, well there you go. Yeah, that is true.
Overall.
All right, cool. So we'll get into that in a little bit. So if you're interested in No Man's Sky, make sure you keep on listening because we'll get into that. All right, that's everything we've been playing. I've been playing a little bit of Battleborn, trying to figure out what the hell happened to that game, why nobody likes it. I think it's all right. I've been playing a little
You
bit
got
of
past
it.
that opening?
I did get past
Okay.
the intro, the prologue that I had to play like four times.
Matt is keeping Activision. It
Yeah.
is Activision, right?
They're going to.
No, it's 2K.
No,
That's
2K.
It's 2K.
I heard that they're going to do a live action film, and it's going to be called Detective Matt.
Hey, you know
Battleborn.
what? I'll be on board with that, baby. Bring on the dollar bills.
His voice
baby.
is going to be an old Japanese man.
Yes.
No, but I mean the gameplay's fun. I don't really.
No.
It's not something that I have to think.
I did
can jump
watch
in and
you-
shoot stuff.
I watched you play it.
Yeah,
It looked pretty cool.
change your mind a little bit.
And in the beginning, I was very hesitant.
I figured as much. I could
But-
tell by the look in your eyes.
Yeah.
Well,
The flames
well, you could
coming out
tell
your
by the
eyeballs.
yawns that I made.
Yeah,
Well, I think
We
it's
both
just that they
yawned.
didn't
Yeah.
really publicize it properly.
Yeah.
That's
they
true.
went really hard on the esports aspect. I feel like, and it like kind of like the Evolve. Like Evolve came out and they were
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, everyone's gonna play this competitively and everyone's gonna fucking crush it." And then it like just kind of dwindled away and became.
I didn't like that
nothingness.
game. I thought it
Yeah,
was really
I
bad
actually
game
thought
mechanics.
it was a lot of fun.
See, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, I kind of like Battleborn, and I was one of the guys that when I had my $60, I went and purchased Overwatch instead of Battleborn. So
See? Yeah,
I
there you
was
go.
part of the problem, I guess. I picked it up on the Humble Bundle after it failed for $15, and
Hey,
I got 7 other games. And
that
I
means
figured
you're
if it
part of the
was shit,
solution.
I'm bringing it back from the
Yeah,
dead.
I mean, hey, Humble Bundle, they give money to charity, so
Hey, you know what? It was a win-win
Can't-
situation,
yeah.
baby. I
Can't
didn't
look at it
pirate
that
it.
wrong.
I got it. I paid for it, and I was playing it. It was
Yeah.
wonderful.
Positive stuff.
Hey, it's good. But besides Battleborn, I was playing. I played a little bit of No Man's Sky as well, and not as much as Sean.
Yeah, we'll
but
get into
when
But
he
you
gets
did
into
play
the
it on
review,
PC.
I did play it on PC, so I do have a little bit of PC info on that. And spoiler alert, not very good.
Spoiler.
All right, so that's what we've been playing. We're gonna go ahead and get into some of the gaming news, whatever's hot and popping within the video game world. And my boy Eddie has got some stuff
Oh
for
boy.
you.
Oh boy. All right. So 9 years in the making. Think about that. 9 years in the making. And I
Man's Sky.
apologize. I don't know who actually made it. I don't know username. I don't know names. But Pokemon Uranium,
okay.
brand new Pokemon game.
Thought that was
You
going a
can't
different way.
you can't play it on the Game Boy. You can't play it on the DS. It's solely a PC exclusive, if you want to
Whoa.
call it that. It's a EXE. That's
Okay.
all it is. So Pokemon fans, if that's what you would call them, again, I don't know their name, released their own Pokemon game. It's a tropical setting. 150 new custom Pokemon with nuclear Pokemon involved, which is
Wait,
actually
what is
pretty
a
awesome.
nuclear Pokemon?
Nuclear.
Nuclear.
Okay.
Nuclear.
Yeah, you gotta say it right. Nuclear
Nuclear.
Pokemon. I have no idea. I haven't played it yet. I haven't picked it up. Actually, you can't pick it up. It's only in EXE. But it looks awesome. And for the fact that they spent 9 years doing this is just, I mean, you have to play it.
So this is a AAA Pokemon game, is what you're saying.
by fans.
Yeah, by
Exactly.
amateur gamers,
By
basically.
fans.
You can talk to Pokemon.
It's licensed. Like they're not going to shut
It's
this thing
not
down like that
licensed,
Metroid
which is
Prime.
awesome.
It's gonna get shut down.
It will, but the
Ooh,
fact is
sorry.
that Nintendo has not yet, which is
Well, once something
incredible.
hits the internet,
Yeah.
it's really hard to
So
get rid of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And the last thing I want to say about that, and the best thing, is you can have online trading and online battling
That's interesting.
for the
wow.
game. Which
So they went all out.
they went all out, and to say they're nobodies. And I mean, I say that lightly because I don't know who they are.
In the
So,
realm of like,
in the realm of
developers
gaming
and games and
news
everything.
tech and everything.
I mean, interesting thing is, apparently it's been available in a beta for years, but it's the first I've heard of it.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I did remember hearing
Okay.
something about Pokemon games.
Yeah.
Fans were making.
that's probably
a
how
long
it
time.
survived this whole time
And
too.
I watched some of the
Secretive.
trailer and everything, and again, it looks just like a Pokemon game, but all these exclusive kind of content and battle arenas and just all the access that you have with this game surpasses every other Pokemon game, at least up until Sun and Moon.
Right.
So that's what I have right now.
Okay, cool.
So on that note, there was actually a fan-made Metroid 2 remake
There we
Right.
go.
brought
Shut
up.
down.
That was
Shut down.
yeah, that was shut
30
down.
minutes after.
and Nintendo knew about that for a
Nintendo.
long time.
Nintendo.
And
Got
then
'em.
they pretty much shut it down, I guess, the day after it put up.
Yeah.
So
I
the
think it's kinda
Pokemon's gonna get shut
controversial.
down
It
as
would-
well.
I can see that, but again,
I mean, it's probably
like
very
Matt
easy
said,
for them to
it's
have a
really
reason to.
hard.
It's unfortunate that it happens, but I think that all those people working on those games will end up doing something really awesome in the
Yeah.
games industry.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And those developers know. I mean, this is licensed content, so they're kind of taking a risk, and like the best way they can do it is play it safe to where like they can minimally make money.
Yeah.
Like if they're gonna
Right.
take
I
a
mean,
donation
you
or
have to
anything,
think
it's just so
about
that they
at-
spend the time.
At what point is something, like a fan creation versus
right.
a AAA title, like you
Yeah.
said?
Yeah.
A fan created AAA title.
I think if they're smart, they stop making Nintendo stuff and do something else. They
See,
might
that's the
not get
problem.
shut down.
Everybody's got the nostalgia
Yeah.
factor, and
Yeah.
they grew up
Exactly.
playing these games, and that's what they want to make. They're like, oh man, the game is so awesome. I'd love to make something like it.
Exactly.
I wish it was
Yeah.
this way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But speaking about someone who made a game by themselves, just to kind of chime in on that, I saw a guy in Japan that made it his own game by himself, an entire game. It looks like a AAA Final Fantasy game. You know what I'm talking about, Dylan?
I do. I don't remember the title, but
I
I
don't
saw
either.
I saw actual gameplay,
and it
and it
looked
is phenomenal.
Just like a Final Fantasy, like it looked
Mhm.
like the new Final Fantasy game.
It has like Witcher level 3, like
Right.
particle physics, and like it just looks phenomenal.
Now, to be fair, he did use a lot of like pre-purchase, like
Sure.
he used some stuff, which is he's one guy.
it's one,
yeah.
it's literally
He
like one
can't
guy.
design
Software and designing.
Well, like he used a lot of like textures and stuff that
Yeah.
he purchased, kind of
Right.
like stock images and stuff for the game, stock like engine pieces.
But
I
they
guess
do stuff like that too.
Yeah, of course
like
they
when
do.
they're developing a
Well,
game. They're
first
not,
of all, a lot of those
doing
big companies
everything.
have their own engine, and they just use their own engine to make their games.
yeah.
So it's not hard for them to do that. But this
Mhm.
guy literally made an entire like Final Fantasy 15 or whatever the hell they're up to now by himself, and it looked damn good. And they're saying now he's getting a ton of offers from these big developers and
Oh, I'm
stuff.
sure.
They want to bring him on, and these people want to just start throwing money at this guy so he can create his own team, which I think
Yeah.
would be awesome.
Yeah, that sounds super
Have we
cool.
have we reached out to him yet?
Yeah, he's on peasantclassgamer.org.
His name
He's
is
our new website.
his name is Sal Giampino, right?
Yeah. Sal actually designed that game.
In the flesh, you know.
Okay, cool. What else you guys got for news?
Oh, big news! Biggest news I've seen is Xbox One outsells PS4 in
Bam.
July.
right.
Oh, that
Is that the
Trash
Xbox
box
One S?
one.
It
And
doesn't matter. It's
the-
Xbox One, baby.
the best thing about that is that it means that Xbox One is better.
So
that
that-
was
they
the
got
first time
what?
since like October
Better.
or something.
Okay.
I was gonna say Microsoft's got like 1 month out of what, like 2 years running or something.
Dylan, I hear
Listen,
you on
Dylan.
that. And I used to be a big ass ex-boy. Ex-boy. Okay.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And I was the one preaching hard for that Xbox One when it came out. Now
I know.
you can hear me calling that thing the shitbox one. I'm
Shit
so
box.
lag is the death of me. If the fucking menu lags, if I'm getting into a game and it crashes, we were
Yeah.
trying to play that freaking Guns, Gore, and Cannoli, and it would not play every time an animation would pop up on the screen,
it would hang on an animation.
freaking hang on there.
That was a feature.
That yeah.
You guys aren't
Might as
convinced
well
me that I
be.
need to get one of these things.
You know, I don't. With the Scorpio right around the corner, I would wait for that. Honestly, unless you really wanted to get the
Exactly.
1S because you wanted to play some Xbox exclusives now, and you
Yeah.
don't. If you don't already have
The-
one, you just wait for the Scorpio.
The only reason to get a 1S right now is if you don't have an Xbox One
Yeah.
and you are impatient.
and
Or
you have a 4K,
4K
TV.
Exactly.
That's the big one.
Yep.
See,
That
me
The
and
is
Sean
the big
know.
limitation,
4K,
the
baby.
Exactly.
limitation though, for a lot of people, they don't realize. Oh, sweet! I can play my 4K Blu-rays on this. It's only HDR10. There's no Dolby, and like
Yep.
67% of the markets for HDR require Dolby's HDR, not HDR10.
Which is another one of those stupid ass formats. Yeah, this you have.
Yeah,
the two
there's
of them.
like 3 different HDR
Why?
formats.
There's two majors. There's technically a third one. It's like when there was HD DVD and Blu-ray.
Right.
It
Exactly.
hasn't come to that.
But isn't
Dolby is a huge platform that makes a standard, so we don't know where it's
who is
going
it?
yet.
Is it LG or Lenovo? I can't remember who is making the
Oh, I
next
don't think
standard.
I don't think it's
Oh.
Lenovo.
Yeah, it's
I'm sorry.
It's Lenovo.
But the fact is when you
If it was
when you
Lenovo,
try and buy
I'd have to fix it.
Yeah.
when you try and buy a TV now, and it
Yeah.
sucks because you have to think that on top of everything else, you have to think about what it is going to display.
What's going to it?
Exactly.
What is it going to
And
display?
you have to think
Can it do it?
future-wise, what is going to be future-proof for me as a 4K TV? And
Yep.
that's not the right way for the industry to do things. But
Honestly, the only way you can do it is just buy the latest thing you can get.
To be fair, with 4K TVs right now, they're coming down in price big time. A lot of
Oh,
people
yeah.
are seeing 4K TVs within their price range, but that TV might not be any better than the TV that you have. Just besides the resolution that you have, some of these really shitty 4K TVs
Mhm.
are not worth buying just because it says 4K. It's not these little cheap HCLs or TLCs or whatever the hell they are.
Yeah, or like Hisense
Yeah,
or
Hisense
something.
or something like that.
Well-
These ones that they throw together, they might be 60 hertz and they're going to look like garbage. They don't have high dynamic range.
Yep.
And that kind of worries me. It's just throwing another buzzword on it, 4K.
on top of that, how much content do we have? Like real 4K content right
Really,
now?
you just have streaming services like Netflix. YouTube has some 4K stuff. The 4K Blu-rays are outrageously expensive.
Yeah.
And like
Oh, yeah.
we were saying, the 1S is probably the only economical 4K Blu-ray player you can get.
Yeah, because you could buy for an ultra high definition 4K player is the cost of an Xbox
Yeah.
One. So I mean,
If you're going to play games,
it's viable. Like,
kind of like
It's
slipped
just
in
like-
that spot the PS3 had right when they first came out, and
Right,
everyone
with
like,
the
"Oh
Blu-ray."
shit, it's a Blu-ray player
Yep.
for what the hell was it, $600?" Yeah, that's awesome. I can't. All the other Blu-ray players are $1,000.
I remember selling them because
Yeah.
it was the cheapest Blu-ray
Exactly.
player.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, if you ever want to play games that also streams Netflix and stuff, or I don't even know if they had streaming Netflix yet. I'm pretty sure they did.
they
I
had
don't know.
the DVDs.
Yeah, I don't know.
At the time of PS3
at that
release,
at
no.
that point, it had
That's
the
about right.
capability to go into that realm. But what the hell were we talking about?
Stranger Things.
Oh fuck no.
God.
Okay, more news, boys.
He was
I'm
talking
hungry
about
for
the-
some knowledge. Drop that knowledge on me.
Come on.
Come on,
yeah.
spit it out, Eddie.
Oh,
You were
Drop
talking
that
about the-
hot knowledge.
What was I
Xbox.
actually talking about?
You were talking about the Xbox outselling.
I couldn't find the actual numbers for it, and the only reason that it is outselling,
Because it's not there.
granted,
Yeah.
the only reason that it is outselling the PS4 this month is because they dropped the price
Yeah.
on the original Xbox
Yep.
for the S, and
Mhm.
it kind of seems like they're just trying to get rid of their
Inventory.
stock, their inventory
Yeah, for the
for
new
the
one.
S, and they even came out with a 2 terabyte S version that they did
Mhm.
not announce for the most part. They did not announce it to anyone.
They announced it like 2 weeks before it dropped.
Exactly. And they sold out, and now they're not going to make any more. So that was kind of a crappy move on them. But again, they're outselling the PS4 this month.
From what I understand, it's the only one that's going to be white too.
Exactly.
So it's like a
and,
really
and a lot of
exclusive kind of
people
console.
are very they love the fact that, you get the black version, the white version. They have a white 360. They wanted to match I don't know, they matched their living room, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say they're pissed, but it's just an inconvenience that they didn't even try and advertise the fact that this was going to be the only white one that they have. It just sucks.
Okay. Got any more news, Sean?
So Nordic Games rebranded to THQ Nordic.
I saw that.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
because they have a lot of THQ properties,
Mhm.
so
Right.
they did that rebranding.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Big time.
There's a few releases coming up for next week. Bound, Absolute Drift Zen Edition.
Okay.
Those are going to be on PlayStation. And then Hitman Episode 4 and Grow Up, which is the sequel to Grow Home, comes out on the 16th.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Hmm.
I'll check that out. I like the.
Yeah, I know you were
first
talking
one.
about that.
It was fun.
And a really cool side scroller called Lich Spear comes to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita sometime
Oh,
in
God.
September, it looks like.
Oh, yeah. Speaking
Still
of
exists.
So,
PlayStation,
I
they're
had to
supposed
bring in the
to
Vita.
be revealing the Neo next month too, right? The Neo.
They're
PlayStation
yeah,
revealing
they are supposed to
something.
reveal.
Yeah,
oh
next month.
yeah.
They're
yeah.
revealing
Yeah.
something.
Well, they
haven't
said they
quite
have a
said.
PlayStation event scheduled that they're gonna. That they haven't.
It's the same
It could,
junk
it
Apple
could be
says.
about
Yeah.
the Morpheus.
Or
Honestly.
Yeah, well, it could
well,
be.
that's PlayStation VR, sir.
Yeah, it's already got.
Yeah.
it.
Or it
That's
could
already
be. It could
out in
be.
demos though.
Oh, I'm
There's
sorry.
production units
Oh, I'm
already that's
sorry.
out.
That's
Big
already. You could
Matrix
go to
fan.
Best Buy and play it with the Sony guy rubbing on you when he's got you in the headset.
Oh, that,
Oh, yeah.
that weird Sony guy we saw.
Oh yeah.
But I think the event is
Oh, go
actually
Sony. We love Sony.
PlayStation Vita 2 release. Yeah.
If they're gonna do that,
Yeah.
then no, I don't know. I
Yeah.
got
No.
nothing for that. It
Oh
ain't
no,
gonna be
all
Shut
30
it
people will
down.
be in attendance.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. They
It's
sent
gonna
me
be a
an
bunch
email.
of JRPG fanboys in the audience.
Speaking of the Vita, really quick, they just bricked it. I'm sorry, not bricked
No,
it.
Oh, that sounds about
there was
right.
a
Well,
lot
they
of
might as well
bricked
break it.
ones
It's all
before
it's
they got to
already
this
bricked,
point.
Eddie.
not bricked it. They just what is it?
Jailbreaked?
Jailbroke it.
Just
And
Oh,
now
it's
you
like
can
a
run
soft, It's like a
homebrew.
soft jailbreak,
It's a soft
right? Through the
jailbreak.
browser.
You can run homebrew and emulation.
yeah. So once that
That was a big thing
kind of
for
goes
PSP.
wide,
Which
then
when I had my
you're gonna see
Vita,
sales
the only
going
thing
up.
that I used my Vita for was for the homebrew and the emulation for the
Right.
most part, which was awesome. It
The
was an awesome
PSP?
thing,
The
and then
PSP.
the Vita came out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the PSP.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's cool with ROMs and everything like that. It's gonna kind of suck because you still have to use that stupid proprietary Sony chip, which is still ridiculously expensive.
ridiculously expensive.
So you could
Yeah.
fit maybe 1 or 2 games on that if it gets to that point where you can run the Vita games, which is gonna kind of blow.
Yeah.
And on my PSP, I could fit like 500 friggin' games on a nice 16 gig chunk.
Yeah, you're right. I just dropped the pen.
All right, I know Dylan. You had
Good job, Eddie.
Dylan, you had a couple things that you want to talk about, right? With some video game
just
stuff.
like real quickly, nothing crazy. So I don't know if anybody plays Doom. People love Doom.
Dude,
It's
I
like
fucking
Matt
love
loved
Doom.
one of the best games ever.
Doom
Uh,
is my
love
shit, boy.
Doom,
Pretty
that's
much,
huge,
yeah.
man. It's huge.
That's
It's
what
gonna
you
be
would
huge.
sneak to the computer lab in like elementary school and play a little bit of Doom on the computer or something like that.
Of course.
I mean, I didn't have. A
I love
computer
the
at home,
fact
so
that
I
you
had
can
to.
play Doom on literally everything.
everything.
Anything that has a processor in it and can output video, you can play Doom on
I
that
played
thing.
Doom on my TI-89.
Yeah,
I was just
exactly.
gonna say that. I had Doom on a Texas Instruments calculator. It was ridiculous and grayscale.
No, mine was color.
No,
No,
not
I
mine.
paid a lot more for mine.
Whatever, rich kid.
One
but, like,
percenters.
Doom has deathmatch, and it's really popular.
Yeah, which kind of sucked that it didn't have that before.
Boom, exactly. Well, currently you can't play deathmatch in multiplayer, and everyone's pissed.
I played deathmatch on my TI-89.
Well, not the current,
But not
release of
multiplayer.
You're talking about new Doom,
The mo-
Eddie, not your shitty
the
TI
new Doom.
calculator version.
But at QuakeCon, the games director kind of finally ponied up and said, "Yeah, like I kind of suck. Our team kind of didn't make that. Sorry, the
Yeah.
whole thing you were looking for
Is
in
that a
multiplayer."
quote?
What's that?
That's exact
That's
quote.
exactly what he
exact
said.
quote.
Direct quote from
I-
Wikipedia.
yeah, that's almost. I'm pretty sure it's a transcript
Word
actually.
for word.
But they're gonna. It's coming.
Okay.
It's confirmed.
Alright.
It's not like a guess in the like whisper in the wind.
The
or
only thing
anything.
with that is, the more you wait, how many people are going to be still waiting for Doom multiplayer?
I think the players that play Doom, honestly,
No,
just
it's
love
still
Doom.
good. It's still
Yeah,
good.
Doom is rock solid.
Yeah.
And even with this
It
one
was
being like a
fun.
newer kind of campy,
I did like it. I wouldn't say campy. It just wasn't horror based.
It's not hardcore Doom.
exactly.
It's not like I'm gonna die if I don't get out of
Exactly.
here kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's
no, it
just
was a little
more
bit
fun.
easier. I mean,
Yeah.
when you play on the harder difficulties, definitely.
It looks great
no,
though.
dude, it was awesome.
I
It was
remember
fun.
playing Doom. It was Doom 3 on the PC, and there were times where I couldn't continue.
that wasn't-
that was a horror game.
That was one that
No.
needs to be tucked under the rug.
Yeah, there's certain those would scare the shit out of me.
Yeah,
to be
no,
honest. You're
seriously.
like, That's like trying to play like Dead Space with the lights off.
That was like,
on, like
the
high
Rock.
do that.
The
Yeah.
Rock in
How
I
else
did that
do
for
you
a
play
good
Dead
3
Space?
minutes.
Yeah, I shut that thing off like within like the first like 45 minutes. I was just like, I feel like
But
headphones
that
on the
means
ground,
Oh, no, that
TV's
game's
off.
that game's so
that's
great.
a good game.
Yeah, and
Isaac Clarke.
those players keep to that stuff. That's what they came for.
Cool. What about since you were talking about Quake, QuakeCon? What do you think about the new Quake?
I'm looking forward to it. I used to play Quake.
Yeah,
you know,
it looks
not,
good.
like,
I know all the
competitively or
old
anything, but
gamers, they like it. All the people that used to
it's
crush it.
fast.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it. It's so fast, and like you can, it's like yeah,
You can
like,
rocket
just
jump.
crazy, like that quote unquote Twitch kind of shooter
Right.
game, like CS:GO.
Mhm.
It's super competitive. Like you can get really into it,
No,
and I think
I'm
it's going
looking
to kind
forward
of
to it.
and like reignite
What
that.
what do you think about Quake, Ryan?
It's good.
Do you know what Quake
It's
is?
good.
Sounds
We're
great.
not talking about like Quaker.
What about
like,
you,
know,
Sal?
Quaker
oatmeal.
Oats? Is that what you're-
There you.
Okay.
I knew
Yeah,
it.
Quaker Oats.
Earthquakes are getting stronger. Global
are.
warming.
Global warming, bro.
You should
Global
really
warming.
Welcome to NPR.
worry about.
Today we're going to talk about global warming.
Not real.
Earthquakes. Do they
Not
exist?
real.
Al Gore created
No, it's
it.
called
It
Unreal.
just showed me we lost 100 viewers.
Man, baby.
Yeah, no, it's unreal, like the tournament.
Oh, got him.
That's really all I got, though. I mean,
Okay, cool. Well, that's gaming news. If anyone else has any knowledge they want to drop,
No, I think we're good on the
I think
news.
we're good. I think I'm
then we are
going
to take a quick break. When we get back, we're going to hit Sean's review of No Man's Sky. Is
Yeah.
it worth your hard-earned cash money?
100%.
100%, maybe not.
110%.
That could go either direction.
That's true.
And
Yeah,
we're going to get in some hardware news with Dylan, the tech nerd.
yeah, that great
Tech
awesome.
nerd.
I didn't
We just
agree to
gave him a
that.
new nickname. So me and Dylan are going to talk about some tech.
What a
if you
stupid
guys
shirt.
like
Okay, yeah. So
hardware.
it'll be a conversation.
Yeah, we're going to talk
Okay.
about some hardware here. Make sure that you guys are following us on YouTube, Peasant Class Gamers. We are also streaming to Twitch on a regular basis. We will also be posting a little bit on Twitter. We're still figuring out Twitter. We're not big tweeters.
Hey.
But we like to post content for you guys to listen to. And of course,
MySpace.
there's the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Periscope coming soon, right?
Yeah, we'll try that Periscope. Any of the new internet things those kids are using,
Grinder.
we'll try it. We're
Wait, what?
What was it?
we're sending Ryan out to the local middle school. We're dressing him up like a middle schooler, and he's gonna ask the kids what they like to watch.
He's a little guy.
Super awkward.
Right on over
And a
like
big
buttons
old,
red.
big old
Super
van.
awkward for everyone.
If we'll
I will
see,
play
we'll see how that
dodgeball, though.
goes. We might need bail money, so you can support us through Patreon to get Ryan out of jail. Yeah,
Yeah,
Wait.
but
I was gonna say, give us some comments. What should he wear? How should he dress?
he's gonna wear all the cool shit.
Just,
He's gonna wear like those poofy Pokemon pants. They're gonna look like PJs, but they might not be PJs. He's gonna wear like a, I don't know. I'm thinking like a fuzzy jacket, like something Macklemore would wear.
Yeah,
That's something. That's what the kids like,
Who?
right? Macklemore.
Oh, I don't know.
the guy
Oh,
that
you
smells
know
like
who
piss.
Macklemore
You
is.
know who he
In
is.
fact, you're gonna get all your clothes
You
from the
middle
thrift shop.
school
So
pervert jerk.
double win-win. Anyway,
let
so
us-
make
let
sure
us
you
know
guys
how we're
come back,
doing.
keep listening. We're gonna have that No Man's Sky review, talk about some hardware, and then we'll wrap some stuff up. If not, you know what? Appreciate you guys listening to what you did listen to, and we'll see you next time.